Hey everybody, Alan Zlotorzynski for the Brevard Sports Network. And today I am here at Richard Dick Blake Stadium on the campus of Cocoa High School, standing on this beautiful brand new track here where this season, at least the spring season here on this track and others around the county and state and country for that matter, the Cocoa Girls 4x100 relay team has done some very, very special things. They were district champs, they were state champs, and last weekend they went up to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania and competed in the New Balance Outdoor Nationals and finished third in the country in the top bracket there. So they've had an outstanding season, and finally they get a week of rest this week, and don't you know it, BSN comes calling because we want to interview them, and we had that opportunity here today at Richard Dick Blake Stadium. I want to thank James Folston. And not only are these girls outstanding athletes on this track, but they're outstanding students in the classroom as well. And we'll talk to them about that too. But without further ado, here is my conversation with Trinity Parham, Angel Parham, Liana Tyson, and Shaunteria Thomas, the 2A 4x100 state champs, and the New Balance Outdoor National third-place finishers in the 4x100 relay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I finally have the opportunity to sit down one-on-one with the reigning 2A state 4x100 track and field champions from Cocoa High School. The ladies have just done a terrific job, and they are really the story of the entire spring track season. And I have them here at beautiful Richard Dick Blake Stadium this afternoon. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce them from left to right. We have Trinity Parham, we have Liana Tyson, we have Angel Parham, and Shaunteria Thomas. The ladies returned from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania over the weekend, where they took part in the New Balance Outdoor National Track and Field Championships, where the best runners from around the country took place. And all they did in the highest bracket in the 4x100, all they did was finish with the third best time in the country following up that state championship. But far be it from me to tell you about that. Let's start, I guess we'll start left to right here. So, okay, you know what? Let's do it this way. Who starts the race? All right, so what I want to ask is each of you to tell me during the race, all right, I was thinking about this going on. Trinity, you start the race off. As you're getting set to go into the blocks, what's your mindset? What are you thinking about? You know, what are you going through as you prepare to put that baton in your hand when that gun fires and you're going?
My main focus usually is to just get out for my team, you know, go as quickly as I can, do everything I possibly can to just
start as fast as you possibly can. Now, all of you are ranked, I think none of you are ranked lower than 10 or 11 in terms of the top 100 times in all of 2A. Shaunteria and Liana, I think you are 2 and 3 in 2A in the 100-meter times. Who gets the baton second?
Me.
Liana, as you're sitting there, and you're waiting for Trinity to bring you that baton, I know it's a moment of anxiousness for you, right? It's got to be, right? I mean, I got butterflies in my stomach just thinking about it. What's going through your mind? What's your goal? What are you looking at? What are you focusing on?
As Trinity's coming around the curve, I just wait till she gets to the mark and get out as quickly as possible and keep the momentum going through the exchange zone. And I run all the way 150 meters until I pass it to Angel, quickly as possible.
And you don't stop. You just, right. Now, consciously, and I think about this all the time, especially when I watch you girls so flawlessly pass that baton, you don't even think about that. That's just something that comes natural, that baton pass, right?
Right.
Okay. The next runner on the track, third up, is you, Angel. What are you looking at? Have you looked at the time? Do you know where you need to be? And if behind, which you ladies rarely are, do you know what you need to make up?
Okay, so yeah.
Hold that all the way up there, yep.
As Liana's coming, I wait for her to hit the mark, and then I get the baton and run as tightly to the curve to make sure I give the baton to Shaunteria as flawlessly as possible to set her up to win the race.
Shaunteria, you are the final leg of this. You have watched Trinity, Liana, and Angel go. What are you looking at as the baton? I know you're looking at Angel, but let's say, Liana has. Are you looking at the time? What are you looking at? What's your major concentration of focus before the baton gets to you?
I'm staring at the tape, so right when Angel hits it, I take off as fast as possible. And once I receive the baton, I run down the home stretch as fast as I can.
Just as fast as you can go, and there's no looking back. There's no looking left or right. It's a sprint to the finish, which you ladies did first in the districts. You ladies were absolutely phenomenal. Now, I want to ask you this, and any of you ladies can take this question. You go, I think, in the districts a 47.7 to a 45.5 in the regions, all the way down to a 46.7 in the districts, a 46.5 in the regions to a 46.2 to win the state championship. How much work goes into trimming a 1/10 or 2/10 or 3/10 of a second off of that time? How do you make up that much time?
We have video footage of where our coaches film us while we're in practice and get out, and we can he edits it so we can see where we can fix up things. And
what are some minor adjustments you make without giving away company secrets? What are some minor adjustments that you can that individually each of you can make in your sprint to do your part to make up that 1/10 or 20th of a second? Go ahead, Angel.
So usually with me, it's I just need to get out on time, and that's really it.
How hard is it, though, not to pay attention or focus to the runners to your left, to the runners to your right? And I know I sound like a novice, but it fascinates me to watch you ladies do this so flawlessly, and flawlessly is exactly how you do it. And not worry about dropping the baton or anything like that. I mean, how much of that do you worry about, or do you not worry about it at all?
We know we have it. It's kind of we do our own thing. So.
Gotcha. So you are also, as much as that's a team sport, the relay race, you are all locked in individually. Now, the next thing I want to know, how competitive? I know Coach Folston. I know how these practices go, okay? And anybody that's ever trained or worked under Coach Folston or played with him knows exactly what's expected. Tell me about the competitiveness on this team and what it means or what it's like to have to be as good as you are to be a Cocoa Tiger, a member of the Cocoa Tiger track and field team. Anybody?
Well, we compete in very, very competitive sport, so it's really important for us to all stay focused and stay locked in on what really matters. Because
practice is really where it's all at, right? These meets, they'll take place on a Friday or a Saturday for 6 hours, but that's just a small portion. That's the end result of what everybody sees. Shaunteria, let me ask you. What is it? What do you concentrate and focus on? You're the anchor on this. What do you concentrate and focus on? What do you work on in practice?
Everything.
Everything. Tell me what everything is.
My get out, my starts. That's basically it.
Pretty much the whole kit and caboodle. All right. Next year, you all return next year, right?
Yes.
All of you return. 2 juniors.
Three juniors.
Three juniors and a freshman. My goodness gracious. So you're going to go into next season with big X's on your back, right? Everybody's going to be gunning for you, especially another track team close here in the area. They're going to be looking to run past you next year. I guess the question is how do you get better? What do you do this off season to even become better? Because you were 3rd best in the country. What's it going to take to be when you go back to Philadelphia next year at that stadium? What's it going to take to walk out of there and run faster than the Bullish School did?
Getting stronger, working on our speed, doing what we can do, the best we can do. Yeah.
What was it like to? I think it was the Bullish School, and then the 3A state champs. What was it like to run and defeat the 4A state champs up there? Because that was your opportunity to get a crack at the entire state of Florida there, essentially. What was that like?
It was fun.
Was it fun?
Yes.
And it's got to feel like a great sense of accomplishment, right? No doubt about it. All right, let's talk about your trip to Philadelphia. I'm going to ask each of you. Start with you, Angel. Tell me, how much fun was it? What'd you like best about Philadelphia? I'm sorry. I'm looking at Trinity. I knew I would do it. Trinity, what'd you like best about Philadelphia?
I think my favorite part of going to Philadelphia was like getting a feel for like all the other athletes that are like the top in the nation, and it was just like an overall good experience because at the end of the day I was good enough to be able to go.
Right.
So it just felt good to be able to say that I was good enough to go there.
What was your biggest takeaway? I like your answer about you watched other athletes and what they did. What was your biggest takeaway that maybe you said that you left Philadelphia coming back and said, you know what? Maybe I need to implement that into my game to be able to do this. Was there one thing you took away?
Something that I really took away from going to Philadelphia was that, like, just because we're the best in Brevard doesn't mean we're overall the best. And there are people who, like, are better than us. But at the end of the day, next year when we go back, we'll show them that we want it more than they do. And we train harder than they do. And we trust our training. We trust the process. And we'll see them again next year.
Wow, I like that. I love that answer, actually. Liana, I mean, that's a tough answer to top, but what did you take away from it? What did you like best about Philadelphia, and what did you bring back with you?
What I like best, that was one of the biggest meets I ever been in, and to just be there, it felt good. It felt good to compete in an individual event as well, and basically what Trinity said.
Same thing.
Yeah.
You're going to go back up there next year, and you want to be the best. Angel, how about you?
Like what they said, like it really just felt good to be there and like to be like one of the best to also compete in like an individual event as well. And yeah, we're gonna be back next year, and we do want it more than they do, so we'll see them again.
Shaunteria, had you ever been to a city before where there were over 1 million people living in it, and you know, a city like Philadelphia before?
No, that was my first time.
Was it? What was your first impression of Philadelphia when you first saw, you know, the buildings downtown as you're going into Old Franklin Field? What were you thinking?
It was very modern.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Now you come back to Brevard County, and you're like, here I am. Now, what did you like best about Philadelphia, Shaunteria?
Competing against the best.
Competing against the best.
And next year we'll be going 45. So
I like that. Going 45 next year. I'm going to tell you what I like best about all of your answers. Not one of you said to me, I liked doing this in the hotel. I liked doing, you know, I liked talking. Every one of you said to me, I liked competing against the best. I liked, you know, I was watching other athletes. That's the sign of really a true champion. You know, look, a lot of teams go out of state and play and run, and they're not there to concentrate and focus on what they're there to do. But it sounds like to me all of you were up there for one purpose and one purpose only. And yes, that while that was in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, you certainly went up there and did what you set out to do. I got to ask this question. Did you all have a cheesesteak while you were up there?
Yeah.
Do you remember where it was from? Was it Pat's or Jim's, or was it someplace else?
Leo's cheesesteak.
Yes.
Where was it?
Leo's cheesesteak.
Just as good as Pat's or Jim's. I love it. Now, see, I'm from Baltimore, so I used to go up to Philadelphia all the time. I know the city well, and I didn't know that that's where Penn ran there. I just love how that's a wild old stadium. It was just neat to see that. When Coach put that picture up, I couldn't believe the transformation that the stadium had gone under. All right, ladies, it's the off season now. What do you do to prepare for? Because I know none of you are just sitting around, as we used to say back in my day, eating bonbons and watching TV all day. What are you doing to prepare for next season? Shaunteria, we'll start with you and go this way.
What am I doing? I'm just going to keep practicing to get
Keep
better.
practicing.
Early morning practices.
Gotcha. How about for you?
Honestly, yes, early morning practices and like the little things such as stretching and just like also rewatching like what we just did and just doing everything we can to perfect it.
Liana, how about you? What does your off-season regimen consist of?
Getting stronger.
Okay.
And working on my times and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
My off season, I want to focus on like falling more in love with the weight room and like eating cleaner and just practicing on everything that wasn't the best last season, so it'll be better this season.
When did you all know you were good enough to run 100 meters in the times that you run it? When did you say to yourself, at what age were you when you said, you know what, I'm fast, I can get this done. If I work hard, I can. Do you remember?
It took a lot for me to like be confident in track, but like having a coach like Coach Fo, he really made me like believe in myself because he believed in me. So it was like really like the beginning of this season, I really felt like, oh, I can really do this, and it's all thanks to Coach Fo and our other coach, Coach Grant.
Gotcha. And for you, Liana, I remember interviewing you last year. I think it was last year, or maybe even maybe your freshman year over at Satellite. Seth Hawkins came over and got me and said, you got to talk to this young lady, man. She's fast, Alan. Talk to her. I was like, all right, well, bring her to me. And you and I did an interview. And so when did you know that you could really do this and do this at an elite level?
I've been running track since I was very small.
Okay.
So I ran like the AAU and the USATF when I was very small. So I would say probably like 6 or 7 years old.
Gotcha. How about for you, Angel?
I didn't really start running track at like a really early age, but probably at the beginning of like last season.
Okay.
Yeah, my time was dropping, so I was like, yeah, I think I can be good.
So you just thought at the end of your sophomore year or in your sophomore year, hey, you know what? I think I'm pretty fast. I'm going to give this a shot.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's pretty impressive. Shaunteria, how about you?
7th grade when I came to Cocoa High.
Okay, so you've only been running since the 7th grade.
Yes.
That is just fascinating. And I think it speaks to what your coaches do here, Coach Fo and everybody else. I mean, it's just absolutely phenomenal. Ladies, as we get set to wrap up here, and I have absolutely loved having spent this time with you, I want to get to know a little bit about each of you. So, Shaunteria, you have the microphone. When you're not working out, when you're not sprinting, running relays, what do you do to relax and have fun? Or is it all just work? Is it all just working out?
Yes.
Where do you see yourself in when you graduate? Where would you like? What would you like to do? What events do you want to go run in college?
The 100 and 200.
100 and the 200, and you just are all about track. So, all right, let me ask you this: do you have a favorite movie, TV show, anything like that? No.
Friday.
Okay, yeah, all right. A girl after my own heart. I love that movie. All right, how about for you, Angel? Tell us a little bit about it. What do you do to relax and have fun?
So I like to watch TV, but I'm a dual enrolled student, so throughout the summer I also
Eastern Florida?
Yes.
I got you. What are you majoring in? What are you studying?
I want to either major in psychology or architecture. I just don't know which one yet.
Take architecture, because I know I'm going to be interviewing you again, and every time we interview psychology majors, I always feel like I'm being picked apart. Liana, how about you? Well, let me ask you. When you're watching TV, what are you flipping the channel to? What's your go-to?
Oh, I like watching Love Island.
Love Island. I got you. Like that drama, huh?
Yes.
You like that reality stuff. I got you. How about for you, Liana? What do you do for fun?
Right now, I'm also in FOVS classes.
Okay. And what are you studying?
I just take an economics.
I got you. Okay.
FOVS.
All right. And what do you do to relax? I mean, do you watch TV? What do you do?
Get my nails done.
Get your nails done? All right, let me see them. Put them up. All right, check them out. Little cocoa orange in there. I like them. And Trinity, how about you?
To relax, I like criminal, like
crime shows. Yes. I got you. So you're all about the first 48 and shows like that. Okay, yes. All right. So that's what I like. I like to maybe catch a comedy like Friday, and then click over to some real drama like. Hey, I like the Love Island stuff too every once in a while. Ladies, this has been a lot of fun, and the final question I'm going to have for all of you is this. I'm going to ask you what it means when I say the word Tiger Pride. What's the first thing that comes to mind? Trinity, go.
The first thing that comes to my mind is just like representing like Cocoa High School as it should be represented, because like in the community, people don't speak too well of us, and that's not who we are.
But this team has an outstanding GPA, and I was not going to get off of here without talking about that. 3.45, I think it is, right? Somewhere up in that.
3.9.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. 3.9. My bad. 3.9 GPA. Did you see her face? I love. So what are you talking about, Alan? That's 3.9. 3.9. So not only do you work as hard on that track, but in that classroom across the street as well, it's equally important to you, and that's part of Tiger Pride too. So congratulations, ladies, on that accomplishment as well, because that's even more impressive than what you do on that track. But what does Tiger Pride mean to you, Liana?
Family.
Family?
Yeah.
I like that.
So we take care of each other how we all want to be took care of.
Okay.
Making it a community thing as well.
I got you.
Making everybody happy.
Make everybody happy. You hear that? They do it for you too out there in the community. Angel?
Like you said, Tiger Pride isn't only like about athletics, it extends to the classroom as well. And if we're doing our parts in the classroom and on the track, then that's Tiger Pride.
That's Tiger Pride. And Shaunteria, you're gonna get to tell me what Tiger Pride means to you for the final answer.
Like Liana said, family and also friend.
I tell you what, ladies, I know that not just the Cocoa community, but the entire Brevard County community, as the crown blows away, the entire Brevard County community is extremely proud of your accomplishment from, in the classroom first and foremost to last weekend in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania at the New Balance Nationals. And there's a good look at their medals that they received. And, of course, it's just one of, 2A state champ medal. And I couldn't be more honored to be down here to talk to you ladies here today. And I thank you all for taking the time out of your day to come down here. So I want to thank Caleb Brown and Coach James Folston for help setting all of this up today. So and I want to make sure I get it right, for Trinity Parham, for Liana Tyson, for Angel Parham, and Shaunteria Thomas, I'm Alan Zlotorzynski for the Brevard Sports Network.